I was watching Hatman's video on this, and then I see this article on thesporter.com, and it reads as follows. Alex Krassyuk doubts Tyson Fury will show up to fight Alexander Usyk and has a replacement opponent in mind. It says, and I follow, or says, and I quote, I should say, Alexander Usyk promoter doubts Fury's commitment to the world heavyweight title fight, states his past withdrawals and uncertainty. Usyk has trained diligently for this bout, with highlighting Fury's history of pulling out. Filip Hrgovic named as a replacement if Fury withdraws, as Usyk's manager emphasizes importance of unification. So yeah, in an interview with GB News, which was once good, it's really gone to the dogs now, Krassyuk revealed that Usyk has diligently prepared for his clash, having endured 4 separate training camps in anticipation for Tyson Fury. However, doubts linger as Fury has withdrawn from this fight on 4 previous occasions, according to Krassyuk. Highlighting Fury's history of backing out of scheduled fights, Krassyuk has pointed out that the bout was initially slated for last April before being postponed multiple times. He expressed skepticism regarding Fury's willingness to step into the ring, particularly if he suffers a defeat. He says, remember, we were looking to fight last April. He pulled out of it then too. That's why we fought Daniel Dubois. This will be the 4th camp we've had for Tyson Fury. I've not got too much confidence in the rematch happening, by the way, if Fury loses. We will have the confidence to step into the ring again. Theoretically, he can, but we all know what happened in the rematch with Vladimir Klitschko. Well, in the rematch of Vladimir Klitschko, Krassyuk, it never happened. I think that's what you're alluding to. Yeah, listen, I'm not surprised they've got Filip Hrgovic. It makes sense for a variety of reasons. Filip Hrgovic is obviously IBF mandatory. If there is another pullout by Tyson Fury, then the IBF would just turn around and say, no dice, you got to have your mandatory. And Usyk and Filip Hrgovic are lucky in one sense, in that May the 18th and June 1st, you're talking a fortnight the difference. It's not going to make a drastic difference. And obviously, Filip Hrgovic is training for Daniel Dubois, who's shorter than him. And if he fought Alexander Usyk, he'd be fighting someone who, yeah, shock horror, is shorter than him. Very different style, massively different style. But better to be, I'm sure there will be some preparations just in case. And I don't blame Krassyuk, to be honest with you, for worrying about this fight or doubting that Fury will turn up, because as we all know, it's happened before. Obviously, the fight was meant to take place in December. That was meant to be the Day of Reckoning. The Day of Reckoning was meant to be Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. Understandably, the fight with Francis Ngannou was much, much harder than any of us, myself included, anticipated it being. So it got pushed back to February the 18th. Then the cut that Tyson Fury suffered, gets the fight pushed back again. And listen, maybe, as the saying goes, once bitten, twice shy, but I know I said this before and I got bitten for it, and I'm sure people are going to be saying, gee, don't fall for it again. I should probably know better, but I'm going to say that I think we will get this fight come May. I don't know why. I think we will. But I was much more confident saying that with the February date. I was much more confident with that one than I am with this one. But I will say I think we will get this fight. I hope we'll get it. Do you know what, right? If Fury did pull out again, I don't know what he could do or say or how he could swing that, because he got a lot of backlash, rightfully so, last time round. And, there was, all of us were saying, the boy who cried wolf. If it happened again, the backlash again would be massive. But what could you even say this time? I know you could say I have an injury and, it's plausible deniability, etc. But it would just be, like, within the space of, less than a year, you would have had, 3-4 pullouts? I don't know. And, people who say, Fury's never pulled out of a fight. Fury, the Klitschko rematch obviously never happened. It was meant to happen in July. I believe it was the end of May, start of June. He rescheduled that fight. Obviously got rescheduled till October. We all know what happened then. Fury was out of the ring then for a couple of years. The Deontay Wilder fight, the trilogy fight, was meant to happen in July. Ended up getting, apparently he had the ping pong. And then it got pushed back till October. It was meant to fight Ustinov back in the day. The David Haye one, that wasn't Fury's fault. That was David Haye's 100%. 100% on David Haye, that one. So we won't even level any criticism of Fury for that one. Not his fault. Ustinov back in the day. Am I missing any other fights? I probably am, but I've not had time to go through them all. But with Usyk, it's just been one thing after another with this fight, and Usyk clearly wants Undisputed. So I think I think even if Tyson Fury did pull out again, Usyk would fight Hrgovic. If he beats Hrgovic, he'd be straight looking to try and make Fury again. Some would say maybe that's foolish, maybe. I think Fury will go ahead with this fight. I do. I genuinely do. But I don't say it with as much confidence as I had last time. Like in February, I was pretty much, and people were telling me, gee, he's going to pull out, he's going to pull out, blah, 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 he's going to pull out. And I was like, no, he won't. He won't pull out. It's going to happen February 18th. I think it was the 18th of February. It's going to happen, etc., etc. And it was a Friday. It was a Friday. And I didn't even see the news break. I seen tweets from people in the box and kind of inside. And I was like, those tweets don't make sense. And normally when you see tweets from boxing insiders that don't make sense, it's not good. And it wasn't. It wasn't good. And yeah, so I really felt, that was it. The video still, it felt like someone just, punched you in the chest when I saw that fight getting pushed back. Again, I don't have as much confidence in saying I think this fight will go ahead this time around, but I do think it will. And people are going to say, gee, you got bitten once already. And like, I know I got bitten once already, but I'm going to go and stick my neck out and say, yes, this fight happens in May. Maybe that's wishful thinking. I don't know. But would it shock me if he pulled out again? No. Not at this point, no. Nothing shocks me with Tyson Fury. Genuinely, there's nothing that shocks me with Tyson Fury. God only knows what might happen this time if he does. God only knows the excuse, what it might be this time if he pulls out. I just don't even know anymore. But I don't think he will. I think we will get it. In terms of Hrgovic being the replacement opponent, well, yeah, I mean, you get that IBF kind of monkey off your back. Don't think WBO have a mandatory X. I think that's reset now that Parker is interim champion. IBF will have been sorted. WBA has been sorted. And obviously Fury has the WBC title. And obviously Sullivan isn't going to do anything because Mauricio Sullivan is. And it's not a good thing. So obviously with the WBC, Fury can do whatever the hell he likes. And Sullivan's not going to do anything. But yeah, Savannah Marshall, mandatory. But yeah, like any other division, mandatory. But yeah, I think we could just do it like, yeah, because, it wouldn't be in the best interest of, imagine being a sanction about it. Imagine you being a fighter, a young fighter up and coming thing, and I'd look at crack the WBC title. It's not in our interest to call it mandatory. Then what the hell are you paying sanctioning fees for? Honestly. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Peace.